Sorry, I was in the middle of coughing. Okay, so it's the 16th of December today, and I wanted to come on early again because I have a lot to update for week 11, but I also wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who supported me through last week with the death of my birth father and my emotional roller coaster of dealing with anxiety and just lifting me up with your words of encouragement and your support. I really, really appreciate it. I did get my ultrasound, but not in the way that I was hoping to get one, which I will explain. Everything is okay with the baby, let me just say that. Thankfully. So week 11 has been pretty much a whirlwind of hell and good things. So I'll go in order. You guys know that my birth father passed away. I think it was the 7th, not last Sunday, but the Sunday before. Sorry, Ellie's show is on. Anyways, so that was really hard to deal with, knowing that him and I never got to meet. I mean, we talked on Facebook and we expressed interest of wanting to meet each other, but unfortunately that never got to happen. So the first time that I met him was at his funeral. I'm glad that my birth family were there and supporting me, which was really great to meet a lot of family I've never met before. On Thursday, I met my new family doctor, my general practitioner, and I've been worried for a couple weeks now that I would end up with another douchey doctor because I mean, that's the last thing I wanted to deal with. You guys know that I've had issues with my family doctor, and thankfully I don't have to deal with him anymore. And I'm happy to report that I don't have a douchey doctor. She's super nice, super friendly, and I'm really happy to be working with her. The next thing, so my father's funeral was just this past Friday. Unfortunately, and my general practitioner meeting was on Thursday. So unfortunately, like, I was having a pretty good day on Thursday. My nausea is still there, but I wasn't too sick on Thursday, so it was a pretty good day. 10 o'clock Thursday night, I had a massive SVT episode out of nowhere. I don't know if it was stress related because I was worried about going to the funeral and just I don't really know how to express it, but not really worried, but I guess I was worried about how I would deal with all these emotions, and you know, that stuff is pretty upsetting. But I had a massive SVT episode. It came out of nowhere. And it happened to me as I was walking downstairs. So thankfully this is at 10 o'clock at night and I wasn't carrying Ellie because I managed to go down one stair and fall down the rest of them. And the pain that I'm in right now, well, let me show you. That freaking hurts like crazy. All right here is so swollen. So that is a bruise combined with rug burn because our stairs are carpeted. I can't imagine if they were hardwood. Oh Lord, I cannot imagine what that would feel like if it was hardwood. But I fell straight back, so thankfully not forward on my stomach. And I had no cramping, no bleeding of any kind, and I knew if I didn't, I would be okay because I fell in Ellie's pregnancy many times on the ice, and I didn't ever have any cramping and bleeding with it. And I called the hospital just to be sure, just to see if maybe they wanted me to come in, and they said the same thing. If there's no cramping, no bleeding, you're okay. So, other than my arm really hurting, I was fine up until 3 o'clock that morning, coming into Friday morning. And pain woke me up. I'm pretty sure it was from stress and just worrying. But I started having what felt like contraction pain, and another SVT episode hit. This time it wasn't as severe, I felt, as the first one. I never got a chance to put the Doppler on my chest to see how hard my heart was beating with the first one. But with this one, it didn't feel as severe. So I started to drink water because I figured maybe that's why I was having the cramping, or it could have been from the chest pain. And I waited until 6 o'clock in the morning and it still didn't go away and my heart was beating really fast. So I decided to head up to the hospital. I got up there and I was just a wreck, explaining what was going on, telling them I have to be out of here at a certain time because I'm on my way up north to go to my father's funeral. I fell down the stairs. I'm worried about my baby. My heart is beating out of my chest. Anyway, they thought I had a heart attack. I knew I didn't, but I knew what it was, but they just had to be sure of everything. So I was in triage for like 2 minutes, long enough for them to take my vitals. My blood pressure was through the roof. I can't remember the exact numbers, but I think the top number was 147 and the bottom number was 120 something. I can't really remember. And my heart was in the 170s or 80s at this point. So they brought me back into acute care where they keep the heart attack people. And within 5-10 minutes of me being in the hospital, I was hooked up to an ECG. I had heart leads all over me. I had IVs in me. I had my blood pressure being monitored all the time. I had blood work done, and I was getting ready for an ultrasound with the crappy old ultrasound machine because that's all I could say was, just check my baby's heart rate. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. And of course, with the crappy old ultrasound machine, they can't see anything. So I had to wait for the regular ultrasound place to open up so I could be transferred just down the hall to get a formal ultrasound. So they always try to do an over-the-stomach one before they result in the transvaginal one. And he couldn't see anything. And I knew he wasn't going to see anything. Even though they were attempting to fill my bladder with the IV stuff. My uterus is really tilted. You want to come say hello? Can you wait 1 second? So as he was doing the over-the-belly ultrasound, I'm having a major anxiety attack. And I just can't, oh God. I just can't get through it. You're in your jammies and you need a haircut so bad. So, yeah, you're a big girl. You're not a baby anymore. You got breakfast on your shirt. Yeah. You gonna get in the bathtub today? Yeah, wash breakfast off your face. Do some laundry. Anyways, so he got me calmed down and we did the transvaginal ultrasound. And the second he could see the baby, he told me, like, okay, I see the baby's heart beating, which is all I cared about. He told me it was in the 160s and he showed me the screen and showed me baby moving around and how many times. Yeah, so baby's a trooper. I'm telling you, what awful timing for all that stuff to happening. Yeah. Okay, let's move the mouse over here. And this, they think is bronchitis or something. I don't feel sick. I don't have a sore throat. I don't have like any symptoms of being sick. I just have an awful cough. I found out when I'm going to have the ultrasound to reveal the gender. That's on my birthday. Yeah. So January 27th at noon, we find out. And I think what we're actually going to do, Matthew and I are not going to find out at the ultrasound. We're going to get the tech to write it on a piece of paper. And then we're going to get cupcakes done like we did with Ellie. So we'll find out with everybody. Yeah. Find out with everybody. And I think because a lot of my close friends are in the States or in other parts of Canada, I think what we're going to do is live stream it. So if you want to take part in that, you surely can. I'll have more info coming up as the date gets closer. Okay, I have to put you down because you're hurting my arm when you do that. Yes. As you can see, we have our Christmas tree up. So, anyways, that's just a little brief update I'm 12 weeks today. This is the pivotal moment that I've been waiting for. Unfortunately, the nausea hasn't eased up. It did for a while, but then it came back with a vengeance. So I'm okay. The baby's okay. My anxiety has calmed down quite a bit. And I'm good. And I just really appreciate being able to come on and use this camera, me sitting in front of the camera, like therapy or like a personal diary, how I can just come here and say whatever. And I get so much support from you guys. I have made some of the best friends in my life on YouTube. I've traveled to other countries so I can visit my friends. And I'm so grateful for that, because if it wasn't for YouTube, I never would have met these people. So I really appreciate the connection that I've been given, and I just feel so connected to you guys. And even though I don't know half of you, the support that you offer me is fantastic, and I really appreciate that. I've not been judged for like the last video of me being a crying mess and just, spilling my guts and just talking to you like I desperately needed to do. Anyways, I will talk to you, well, depending on how the weeks go. Now that I'm almost in my second trimester, I might start doing them weekly, or I might just do bi-weekly unless something crazy happens. So I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.